Coming up next, Coldcraft Ultimate with Elec G. A mysterious voice calls out for a Tentel upgrade. Meanwhile, plans for something big show itself. This episode was recorded from March 25 to April 2. Good evening, I'm Elec G, and this is another episode of the Coldcraft server. Yep, we're kind of on the ready for this. We're done with the starter base. We left it off last episode. Some copper has oxidized once again, and it is raining, which means they're going to oxidize even faster, which means now we can start thinking about what pattern design we should do for this one. But I'll leave that one to a later date. Maybe put that on the background. Right now, we want to focus on getting Kenshi done. Hey, buddy, how are you doing? You feeling good? Hi, voice. Listen. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, I get it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Yeah. What you want to talk about?
Okay. Well, listen. Okay, you have not been doing any stonks recently, and right now you kind of need some stonks.
Okay, so you want me to do Tentel first, then get to Kenshi?
Well, yeah, because it's closer. Thank you for clinging on to that thought of mine.
Okay. Anyways, so
I haven't finished yet, but don't hang up on me, but because we have a lot more.
Yeah, I think that's a solid plan. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Hey, I didn't finish yet.
Thank you.
Wait, no. What I did.
Yeah, I think what we're going to do now is to get to Tentel, because we clearly have a job to do, and that is to start getting a Fletcher system underway before we get to Kenshi, so we can get some more emeralds and get some more trades going so that we can get more enhanced building materials and especially more iron and diamonds eventually. We have the capabilities to get diamonds because we mined diamonds during one of our previous sessions. In fact, I'll show you for proof. This is the diamond that I was talking about. We mined that earlier this episode, earlier sometime before. So yeah, we got the diamond. Everything is looking nice and fancy with this nice little blue boy inbound. So things are going to look definitely a lot more interesting in the near future. So because we're going to need a lot of diamonds in the near future because of future projects and all that stuff, I want to generally get some more money down in my my bank account right now, because if I check my balance, as you can see, it's pretty low. So we need to start grinding on that. So the only way to start grinding on that big time is to start getting sticks and trading and all that. Now you might be wondering how we're gonna get the trades for the sticks and all that. We got a forest. We should be fine for a good chunk of time, but eventually this forest will not suffice for a lot of the mega trading that we'll do. So eventually, we're going to need to start making sufficient farms and big farms at that. So I'm planning to let Marty Biggs handle the forestry industry while we take care of all of the trading buildings. I have a couple of ideas for when we get to getting that building set up. So let's head over to Tentel and let's get that sorted. And here we are at Tentel. It took not a lot of time because, of course, we have a boat route that heads across this river that you see right there in that distance. Anyways, this is where we're going to be building. As you can tell, it's a little bit of a small space, but that's no problem because we're going to continue extending this road that you see over here that connects this system of this pathway, and it's going to make it into a main road all the way down there. So we have a couple of phases that we're going to go through, and we're going to go through the first, second, and third with explanations at the end. Again, you can go through the full time lapse on your own, but I think I'll get started by working on that main road extension and getting some road pathing done. So let's get started with phase 1 of the Tentel Fletcher project.
we are done phase 1 of building this thing. We have a VC bet. These places, which are called Fletcher Markets. We also have some tree zones, mason areas planned over here. Now it's time for phase 2, actually building the VC beat. Let's go. Phase 2, done. We got the VC bet working, okay? We have some villagers, and it works, okay? That's all it is. Phase 3, we begin. And just like that, we're done phase 3 as well. Well, half of phase 3. We're missing half of our Tentel Fletcher market, but we have the first part of it all set up as well. So as you can see, we have some space for some villagers over here. We can, of course, lay down some sections here for where the villagers can sit down and enjoy their life for the rest of their lives. I'm sorry. That's just 6 in this section alone. We also have this one, who can house another 6 Fletchers as well. And we also have 2 more on the other side, which totally amounts to 24 villagers, which is quite a lot of Fletchers if you ask me. There are so many villagers in just this location here alone, which are supposed to be just a, you know, breeding purposes, but I eventually had to give them a job. I couldn't. They had to have a job. Look at them. So, look at them. They're poor eyes. They're crying. Look at them. They're crying. Aw. That is it, pretty much. All of the Tentel stuff is pretty much done for now. We have basic ways to get stonks, and of course, we also have ways to get the wood as well. But of course, that's not the only way we're going to get our money's worth. We also have a carrot farm over down here, which will have its own nice little set. I've built it up to make sure it looks nice and swell. So I will place down all of these fletching tables down in the neat order that they should be in. So I'll set that up in the behind the scenes. But right now, we need to go to the Screaming Chamber Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Or really, Steamworks Boogaloo, because we don't have electricity in Coldcraft. Redstone Boogaloo, basically. So, it's gonna take a lot of time to get the Screaming Chamber set up. Now, there's a lot of questions that are gonna be popping up about the design of how this Screaming Chamber is gonna be built. As you can see, it looks kind of like a starfighter or something like that. That's kind of what I wanted to go for. I want to have like a main hallway down here that has the main player rooms down here. As for the block palettes, I'm thinking to incorporate all of the dimensions. So we have stone brick, smooth stone, copper, which is indicating the 1.18 update, that this was mainly built in 1.18 or was founded in 1.18. And we're going to use also nether bricks and endstone eventually, which is why I'm delaying this project for later on. But it is here, and when we get the chance to build that Screaming Chamber, we will do that. But for now, I think what I want to get to work on is just kind of like lay a foundation for it. So it is here, I'm just not going to be working on it right now. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this. There's an office building just casually over here minding its own business. But really, we have some other members joining the Coldcraft server finally after a bit. They're doing some things, and I'm glad to see that things are now finally starting to kick up their paces, and we are seeing some progress happening around the area. But for now, I want to quickly drag you over the new bridge that I built, and I want to direct you to the 3 double chests down over there. Now, if you remember in my 5th episode, so about 2 episodes ago, I made a little boy called the Chicken Farm. And it was a very basic chicken farm, but it was supposed to give me
chicken, food, before I could get golden carrots, which is what I have now. So, what was the leftover products? This can speak for itself. I have 3 double chests of just eggs. What on earth am I gonna do with these eggs? I have nothing to do with these eggs. What if we named it the Yokor? The Yokor. It sounds like some very foreign currency, or something like that. Something far out of reach. We'll only sell 16 of these eggs. Only 16 will remain in circulation at any point in time. We cannot have more, we cannot have less. Forget it. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's see if the plan works. Let's make it a commodity, sell it at, I don't know, maybe 25 chillettes. Pretty good value. You get it at a low price, and there's 16 of them. We're gonna sell each of them at 25 chillettes. Not per the stack, but per a singular. And if any one of them disappears, well, it's gone forever. So only 16 will ever remain in existence. And if any one of them gets accidentally thrown, it's gone forever. There you go. I've been charged $10, 10 chills, for this. Something that I will be making a loss. Mind you, I will definitely be very much making a loss. But it is something worth trying out to see if people will buy in to this new market of Yokor or something like that. And then, if it does become successful, I will add phase 2 to the system. There are about 20 phases to this. 20 phases, mind you. I think eggs will become such a commodity to the point where I think it will overrule the chill. That, my friends, is my main goal. Not for the season, not for the series. Not for the series. I'm not making eggs the new chill. I am making the chill look like sweat and tears. What is this? It's a horse. Who is this? Oh, God. I think I know who's building this. That's right. Sand Under Table is back. He left for Semming to get better, and I think he did get better. Oh, jeez. I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes Sand can be up to some things, and I don't know what he's up to. He's building how is he gonna build a pizzeria right next to Tentel and not expect to not gain any money from it? Unless he's gonna sell pumpkin pies and call them pizzas. That's a good marketing. That's a good strategy. We call the pumpkin pies pizzas. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Farewell!
Oh, finally. It is complete. I have all the ingredients. They'll never know what's coming for him.